Hello everyone, Old Guy Gaming, back again with Alien Isolation. So where we left off, we had just gotten on to the Anesidora, and we're about to give Marlow what for? Kind of giving some explanations out of him, why he hasn't released the ship to us. What can we do? What's he going to do? We don't know. So many things coming up. So, do want to make a real quick apology. I didn't get any videos out last week, which is actually kind of unusual for me. We had some recording schedules. We were supposed to schedule to do some more Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr with my buddy Sean and Chris, but we ended up having some scheduling issues, to say the least. My actual hope was to sit down and get a whole bunch of games recorded and actually be ahead of schedule by about a week, to have about 3 hours of that I could shave down into 2. And then I was supposed to record Alien Isolation on a particular night, and then work kind of tied in. So all of my recording schedule got taken up. So that kind of sucks. So I do apologize for that. But we're getting back into form now, going back in with Alien Isolation. So let's get back.
Out of range. Not sure how much longer the link's gonna last. How much longer the link's gonna last.
Alright, so where are we? Is there a map? Yeah, we have no idea. That must have been the way that I came in. Explore the Anesidora. Alright, let's take a look around. Where is Marlow? What happened to Taylor? Where is everybody? Bring the Anesidora Simpsons back online. Okie dokie. It's been a bit since I played this. Is this the way that I came in? Yep. Alright, so that's the way I came in. Alright, so I'm just going backwards. It's been a couple of weeks since I played this, because we did a little bit more Inquisitor Martyr. The reason why I wanted to make sure that Sean and I were kind of playing that. Looked kind of alien-like. Look at that. That's a little suspicious. But we want to make sure that we're playing it all together. Like, we want to get through the main storyline of that game, so when one of us can't make it, that means the game kind of gets canceled. It did kind of stink that kind of worked out that way, but I'm mostly doing it for fun anyway. It is a cool game, though. Not as cool as Alien Isolation. Flamethrower. This ship's kind of in disrepair, Marlow. I think it's a mess. Where's the light? There we go. Got some of the lights are coming on. Well, that door's locked. That's not going to do me any good. What the heck is there? Is the light's trying to come on? Oh, there we go. This is where we're supposed to be. Got it. What do we got here? Can I break into your terminal there, Marlow? What do we got? Marlow Heist says, Heist says it picked up some kind of signal. I've got Lewis trying to decode it now. Could be the Nostromo. Want to come up and see for yourself? No, I want to get that technician's report. Marlow, I just did some much needed work on the sublight engines. The old girl was complaining so loudly, I'm surprised something didn't fall off during the last jump. That's always good. Everything's holding together now, but she will need a full overhaul soon, and not just one for the core system. We keep pushing her like this, we're going to end up being the only salvage ship hitchhiking through space. It's going to be an expensive job, so don't. So let's not hope. Let's hope you're right about that beacon. Could be our last chance for a decent paycheck. Anyway, I had to reset the door code. New one is 4510. 451. Oh, I don't want that. 4510. Error. Ooh.
You're outside Sevastopol. Marlow and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible. Meeks and me are about to take a shuttle to the station. But well, this has got to break quarantine procedures, right? It's Marlow's ship. She's Marlow's wife. And things got heated. And Meeks got a bloody nose. I don't know. Maybe the doctors will give her the all clear and things can get to normal. But if they sniff it out when we get on board, I don't want any part of it. Marlow doesn't pay nearly enough for that kind of noise.
Yeah, it sounds like Marlow may have gotten a little desperate when his wife had a little face-huggery action happening. Hey, flamethrower fuel! How convenient that Marlow happens to have flamethrower fuel just hanging around. And shotgun shells! Not a lot of flamethrower fuel, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so that was 4510. I wish I could just type that in. 510. Go. It's here. This goes nowhere. Ooh. Look at this. Let's restart these generators. Kind of makes you wonder. It's like one of the one things, like, not that. So the alien universe isn't necessarily particularly hard science. Like, I wouldn't think of it like a Star Trek kind of universe kind of thing. So I'm curious as to the technology that they use for faster than light travel. I don't even know if it is faster than light, because I mean they're definitely not generational ships, so like they've got something going on. What looks cool about these though, like if you look at this scene here, let's fire up all these engines. This looks very. Yeah, let's just get a good look. Like, are these the engines to the Anesidora? Looks kind of like it, doesn't it? Again, there's that just open arcing electricity that's just rife with bad ideas. Oh, this one. So we're gonna go E and E and E. Oh no, I missed that one. And E. Got it. Whew. See, this is what happens when you don't take a little bit of time off. You lose your edge. And I don't know what these are. These felt like the engines. Maybe these are just the engine generators. But look at this. Like, these look like there's a camshaft down here. Like, this is like combustion energy. Like, what is going on here? I don't know. So yeah, like, I'm genuinely curious as to, and they don't...
Ricardo, Eraser here. I got the Anesidora basic power systems back online. Doors should be open. Hopefully some light. Still no sign of Marlow.
Hey, Ripley. Welcome to the Anesidora.
Marlow? Where are you, Marlow?
You got some splaining to do.
Thanks for switching the power back on. You saved me a job. I only needed it offline temporarily. I had some things to fix.
We may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Anesidora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvage. Can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight recorder. It belongs to a ship, the Nostromo, Weyland-Yutani property. That means there'll be a reward. But then Marlow had an even better idea. Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky. Found a distress signal, and now we're following it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. He always said he'd do right by me.
This camera watching me is a little disconcerting.
Maybe you want to join my crew. Plenty of free spots.
Ripley, Marlow double-crossed
Where's
me.
Taylor?
He said he'd give me all the data he had on the creature so I could take it to the company. But
Whoa.
Taylor? Taylor! Marlow, what are you doing?
What no one else seems prepared to do. Come find me, Ripley. I got something for you.
Okay, so can we talk for a moment about how a facehugger ended up on your ship, Marlow? How did this happen? Like, the only way that could have happened is if it came with you. Because that's obviously not the same facehugger that got your wife. It can't be. Because that one would have died. That one seems like it's... That box moved. You stay. Don't make me. Oh, that's just a radio. What do we got here? Sevastopol, whatever attaches itself to Foster's dead. See, I just said that. Exactly. I found it on the floor under its bed, all curled up like a spider. Foster said she felt fine, but I insisted on putting her into hypersleep. That thing must have done something to her, but maybe it can slow the progress. Sevastopol Station is the nearest station. I'm going to get her checked into quarantine, or get her checked out. Quarantine might be a problem, but if I figure the Nostromo flight reporter might be our ticket in. We'll do what we have to do. Anything? Oh, here we go.
Anesidora, this is Marshal Waits of Sevastopol. Officially, I should deny your request to dock. Sevastopol is currently being decommissioned, and I can't compromise security for unscheduled vessels. However, in the light of the property you found, I will allow a small number of your crew to dock via a short-range shuttle. I must remind you that Sevastopol is entitled to a cut of any reward for return of said property once it's on station. Let me know your decision. Wait's up.
Yeah, that's just Waits trying to get a fatter cut before Sevastopol is completely decommissioned. Now let's start burning off some of this stuff. Like, we can just hold a lot of this. That's held. What else do we got? Smoke bomb, that's held. Noisemaker, that's held. Okay, so I mean, legitimately, like, I think I've built everything that I possibly can. So the whole reason why, I mean, I guess I can't necessarily blame Marlow too much. Because I probably would have done the same thing. Like, you know, something has attached itself to my wife's face. I'm going to want to have to get her to somewhere for medical attention. So I don't know that I necessarily blame him, per se. But, yeah, Waits absolutely ignored quarantine protocols for a chance at the cut of whatever Weyland-Yutani was going to be willing to pay for that flight recorder. It's one of the other things that, again, reading the novelization of this, like, Weyland-Yutani really wanted to know where they were going to go, because what is this camera doing? Creeper? For a multitude of reasons. Obviously, the ship was valuable, but I mean, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie Alien.
I tried to save your father. Brought him to Sevastopol. Broke all the rules, getting her ashore. That was stupid of me. Stupid. You don't beat this thing, Ripley. You can't. All you can do is refuse to engage. You gotta wipe out every trace, destroy any clue, stop its infection from spreading. Make sure there's no chance of the human race ever making contact with it again. Because the moment it makes contact, it's won. The company's never gonna know what happened here. Nobody is. I won't allow it.
Yeah, I think Ripley's mom would thoroughly agree with that assessment. But, I mean, aside from the fact, like, obviously, like, as a spoiler for a movie that was made in the 70s, fantastic movie, Weyland-Yutani had already had the opportunity to decode that message before they sent the Nostromo, and they wanted to get back a specimen. And that's where Ash came into play. But my point being is, so they still haven't given up that search at this time frame. The novelization makes it, you know, very clear, like, after Amanda Ripley's mom, Ellen Ripley, went missing on the Nostromo, like, they offered to pay her way the whole way. I think it's kind of like one of those compensations, like, yeah, we did kind of a crappy thing. Yeah, maybe we might have gotten your mom killed. So they offered to pay her way the whole way through, like, through education, but she refused the whole time. So, like, she, instead of taking the easy road and going to a university on the Weyland-Yutani bill, she decided to go and get her training on her own. She couldn't afford standard technician rates or anything like that, so she ended up being like had the skill to be a good tech, but didn't have the money to pay for the education to become a good tech. Revolver ammo. Okay, here. No power. Maintenance jack. Hack maintenance terminal. Can I do anything here? Cool.
Added report. Personal message. This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for you, my sweetheart, and I hope you get to hear it one day. You see, I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and we found an alien creature. It was very dangerous, and the only way we could stop it was to destroy the ship. I'm okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out, but we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.
Oh. Again, love the fact that they got Sigourney Weaver to record these lines. Closure, finally, after all these years of her trying to find out what happened to her mom, taking all these odd jobs, getting tricked by multiple people who said that they had information about the Nostromo and didn't. She felt that that's what this was as well. And then, hey, how's it going there, Marlow?
To understand.
Maybe, kinda, sorta.
And then we'll overload the fusion reactor.
That'll turn the reactor into a goddamn nuke. You'll destroy the ship and the station.
It will annihilate every trace of that creature. Ripley, it's the only way. I can't let it live. And I'm not letting the company have it, or they'll just start the whole thing over again.
That's what Alien Utani's pretty famous for, sure. Absolutely. Totally agree that.
Listen to me! We don't have to do this!
Stop! Stop it, Marlow!
Marlow, please.
You heard what your mother did. She understood. If she was here, she'd be helping me. You think she would want company suits knowing the zip code of that creature? No one must know.
There are still people alive on the station! Marlow!
Foster's not. She was my wife. I loved her. And I killed her.
Oh. Right over the head with a big old pipe wrench.
I think I was too late. He set it going. He set it going!
Those
Taylor,
big
I'll stop the overload. You
melting.
have to help me. Go to that console.
Warning. Fusion reactor overload in progress.
Open the fusion system so I can work on them.
What?
I need power sent to the auxiliary generator. Look for the letters AUX.
Like, could you imagine standing in that room? Like, nothing in the world would keep me in that room. Alright, whoa. What are we doing? Let's do this. Yes, that. Like, there's nothing in the world that would keep me in that room. Sorry. Like, they came in from somewhere, that means they can come out.
Okay, you're doing good, Taylor. Now switch the maintenance terminal from auto to manual. Do you see it?
I can't find it!
It'll be there, Taylor.
That would be
Trust
the
me.
blinding star in front of your face
That's
as the fusion reaction's happening. Hack. We gotta hack fast. Hack fast. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that one. And then that one. And then that one. And that. That's. Ooh, we're gonna do this. Totally do this. D.
Fusion reactor overload suppressed. Safety limiters restored.
You would think there'd be some kind of software way to shut that down as opposed to mechanically.
You did it!
Did we? Those things are kind of hot still.
I don't understand. Primary systems collapse. Total system-wide cascade failure.
Fuck! Marlow forced an overload. The ship's gonna tear itself apart.
Warning. Critical collapse. Warning. Critical collapse.
You might want to get out of the room now. But instead of standing there like, yeah. We're gonna run. Holy crap. Get out of the way. No. Not going that way. No. Fire bad.
Critical collapse.
Which way do we go? That way. No!
Critical collapse. Critical collapse.
Like, you gotta figure, there's no way we're gonna outrun this thing, right? Whoa! That would be the wrong way. No. Whoa! Holy crap.
Warning. Critical collapse.
How kind of it to not ignite the one way that I need to go. Yeah, get out of the way.
Collapse. Warning.
Running. If there's any freight stickers in here. That way. Run! Should I stop and save? Probably not a good idea. Go. Again, remember, as I mentioned before in the previous video in this one, like, these medical things were designed specifically just to push a button and go back. So, like, you don't even need to have any thought in the process into it. But...
Ricardo.
yeah.
Ricardo.
Ripley, the Anesidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers.
Yeah.
Fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is screwed. The Torrens is our only way off this.
How? How is the ambulance we just docked screwed up? I guess because we're outside in there.
The broadcast from the lane just updated.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side, took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
So, I will share now that if you want to go and get all of the collectibles in the game, the Nostromo logs, the ID badges, this is the best time in the game to do this. Because at this juncture, the entire station is free and open. So you have... yeah, about that. So you have the ability at this point in time in the game...
We've got company. Season security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
The Torrens. They heard the broadcast. They want to contact it. I think they plan on taking it by force.
Can they?
No, comms are still out. Stay clear of them though. They're dangerous and desperate.
Hey, how's it going? Ah! Ah, damn it. So, shooting your way out might not be the best way, or at least doing it a little bit smarter than I did. But the upside is we just, came into this area.
Ricardo.
Ripley, the Anesidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers. We're about to fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is screwed. The Torrens is our only way off this.
Again, I still don't understand how an ambulance I literally just flew and docked is now all of a sudden...
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side, took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
So there's got to be a safe way to get through here. I mean, maybe shooting that guy in the face wasn't the best solution. I suppose that is the way to go through. But yeah, so if you... now is the time, if you really want to go through and get all of those collectibles in the game, this is the time that you would do this.
Welcome to Seegson Communications.
I'm going to try to hide.
Please sign in at reception.
Like, I don't think I can get past that one guy. He's sitting down there.
We've got company. Season security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
The Torrens. They heard the broadcast. They want to contact it. I think they plan on taking it by force.
Can they?
No, comms are still out. Stay clear of them though. They're dangerous and desperate.
Who got out? Did I take both of them? Where's the other guy? I hate doing this first-person shooter style, but... Surprise! Come on, where are you at?
Tried to warn you.
Did you? Because I tried to warn you. Okay, let's reload that shotgun. Reload the whole shotgun, please. Thank you very much. Probably not the best way to handle that situation, but got the job done now, didn't it? Look at all the stuff they had here. I don't need any more scrap. There's that guy in that hallway. Did we get his stuff yet? There we go. More shotgun, more revolver shells. Anyway, there we go. Alright, where are we going? It's probably, again, not the nicest way to handle the situation, but darn it, we are... Oh, here we go, here we go. Here's one. Who's this?
This is Captain Dallas, logging an initial report from the return leg of our Thetis voyage. When we get back home, I want a meeting with the shipping coordinator. My usual science officer has been replaced. No reason given. This guy is more than capable, I'm sure, but only getting 2 days notice for this kind of thing is crazy. I'd just like an explanation. We'll be ready for our load when we get
Orbital
home.
stabilizers
Dallas,
operating at
Bravo Captain, signing off.
80% and falling.
Alright, so again, I love the fact... Hey, how's it going? Who are you aiming at? How did I miss? How did I miss? Oh, I did that so well with the first one. Literally, how did I miss? That's so frustrating.
Ricardo.
Yeah.
Ripley, the Anesidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers. We're about to fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is
Okay.
screwed. The Torrens
Missed
are
something
on
here the
way off
last
base.
time. Alright.
The broadcast from the lane just
Yeah.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side.
Yes,
Took out an
yes, we
entire orbital
heard.
stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors.
Bad stuff's
Leave this
happening.
channel open. Torrens out.
It's not nice over here. It's not. I do like the pipe bomb method. I want to see if I can get maybe both of those guys as opposed to just one. And I really do need to keep an eye on my health. That's probably one of my major problems, is I wasn't really paying attention to my health at that juncture. Although, he did kind of shoot me in the face at point blank range. So, there is that. Alright.
Welcome to Seegson Communications.
So we're gonna go... Shotgun.
Season security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
The Torrens. They heard the broadcast. They want to contact it. I think they plan on taking it by force.
Can they?
No, comms are still out. Steer clear of them though. They're dangerous and desperate.
Oh, can't you both be in there at the same time? That's what I really need. I really need you to both be kind of being in the same space at the same time. There we go. There we go. There's one. Can I have both of you? So you got your buddy down here that's going to come in looking. Huh. They don't know. Woohoo!
Stabilizers operating at 80% and falling.
How did you survive that? How? I'm like point blank range. Run! Get in there, get in there. I don't even know if this is the right way to go. So, I don't know if that was the most efficient way to do it, but I think we got through. Probably not the most efficient. In fact, it's probably the worst way to have gone through. Nice big loud sounds. We seem to be on the right track. Oh, I know where we are. Back here again. Where are we going? That way. There's a save point in here, is there not? Oh, it's at the top of the stairs. We do have to keep in mind that there are still aliens floating around.
Orbital stabilizers operating at 60%.
Again, open flame in a closed environment like this cannot be good. Cannot be good. So yeah, probably not the best way to navigate that situation, but we only murdered one well, two. We did kind of hit one with a pipe bomb. But now we're through that. I mean, they had guns. They were going to hurt us, right? Power's out here. Alright, where are we going? Flamethrower fuel. Anything in here? That's Ricardo, by the way. Who's just... nothing. Anything? Come on. Toys? Goodies? Something? More flamethrower fuel. Ah, scraps. Hi, Ricardo!
You okay?
Listen, Marlow's permissions are still logged at this terminal. If we had the coordinates for the torrents, we could align the transmitter dishes manually. Bypass Apollo completely.
There's an observatory near the comms array, right?
Yeah. We should be able to find the torrent's coordinates using that. I'll get the door for you.
Thank you! Which means we're gonna get into more androids in this area, and I don't have any stun baton. That's the right way to deal with those buggers.
Orbital stabilizers operating at 40% and falling.
Yeah, that sounds good. And that's one of the other things I questioned on this one. Like, so I get the idea. First of all, I don't understand why you need orbital stabilizers on a station. Normally when they put things into orbit, they put them into an orbit that they're either going to stay in a geosynchronous orbit, and they'll just stay up there for 10,000 years, because that's how long gravity effects takes them. Now, we are in around a gas giant, so maybe the effects on that one are a little bit different, but gas giants have moons that will be up there for hundreds of thousands of years before they crash into them. So, like, you're telling me that they couldn't have anchored the station into an orbit that they didn't need some type of gravity stabilizers? Maybe it's ships docking with it. I don't know. That always I thought was a weird part to the story. Didn't we just save? I feel like we just saved. Let's do it again anyway. Was that for some reason the station itself was now falling into the gas giant, and that it was going to happen so quickly. That was the other piece that I was trying to reach into, is that that wouldn't happen that quickly. Like, you would have to have one heck of a knock. I mean, and maybe a nuclear explosion going off.
On it. That ship's out there waiting for us. Apollo won't let me in. Try your course again. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to avoid those guys. Where are they? That's because you are. But yeah, so like, I mean, it would have to be a heck of a knock to be able to push something that far out of orbit that it would fall into the planet that quickly. I would think.
You think we're safe here? Doesn't feel safe.
I can't get a visual on where they are. I think I need to go that way. I get the impression that these folks are not friendly. So I'm going to do my best to sneak right past and nobody's going to see me, right? And I'm going the right way. Okay. And duck. Whew. Alright, so it looks like maybe I got out of there. A little bit quicker. So yeah, that's one of the other parts of the story that I don't... I mean, not saying that it isn't possible, because... Gigantic gas giant, a lot of gravity, big gigantic gravity well. Totally possible. I mean, that's half the reason why Earth has been as protected as it has been, is because we have a nice big gigantic shield sitting out there in the outer solar system called Jupiter. Saturn does a pretty good job of it too. That sucks up like all of the objects that fly by. Why can't I search this guy? Am I not close enough? Why? Or did I search him and he had nothing to see? I guess. What? Alright, whatever. That's weird. Yeah, I learned something new the other day too. I want to search him. Why can't I search him? Do I have to do it from a distance? What's going on? Growing up... See? He had stuff. Growing up as a kid, I was always told and believed that Jupiter has the most amount of moons in our solar system. And up until a few years ago, that was absolutely correct. But we had this fantastic probe out there called Cassini that was taking amazing photos of Saturn. If you ever get an opportunity to take a look at those, check it out. I highly, highly recommend it. There we go. Oh, I actually have to... Okay, got it. But anyway, so they updated the count on moons, and lo and behold, Saturn is now the lead. Wait, why can't I do that? Wait, what is going on here? Do that. Do that. Do that. What? How am I missing this? Weird little mini game. What am I supposed to do? Oh, this is so frustrating. Why can't I get this? I feel so stupid. Got it! Holy crap! Did that, like, I don't know, no idea why that took me so long. That was so frustrating. But anyway, yeah, so Saturn got an update to being the, ooh, what do I do? Oh, there we go. There we go. I remember this one. Fill in the circle game. So yeah, there's one to bring out at parties whenever you're allowed to go back for COVID, after post-COVID times. Saturn is now the planet with the most moons in our solar system. It's like up to like 80 some. It's some ridiculous amount. Whew. But what it would be like to see something like that in person. Like even some of the photos now that why can't I? It's not the Galileo probe. There's another probe currently sitting around Jupiter that is escaping me at the moment because I'm focusing on weird mini games. But even some of the photos that they're pulling from there have been phenomenal.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
Now you've got to align the dishes to the Torrens position manually.
Check. I'm going outside.
Again, I'm trying to functionally understand why you would need to... I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't go out? Oh, I guess because we're redocking, I can't go out. Yeah, but my favorite space probe of all time, Cassini. I mean, just look up... It photographed one of the coolest things I've ever seen in space photography. The probe was underneath the South Pole of Saturn at the time, and they pointed it directly back to Earth. Please do. So what you see is a blue dot in space, right underneath, with Saturn in the main foreground, and that's just amazing to me. And so someone on the internet, about 5 minutes after that photo got released, of Saturn here and a little blue dot, put an arrow to it, pointing to it, and said, "You are here." And I just think it's sometimes how we don't always necessarily recognize how small we are and how big the universe really is. Like, we are just a little blue dot in someone else's telescope. Kind of puts things in perspective for you. Not trying to get super deep on you tonight, but that's what that photo always reminds you of, is that we are ultimately, and we are smaller in the grand scheme of things. So take what you have, enjoy what you have, because in the grand scheme of things, the vast majority of the universe, not hospitable to human life. We are not the main crux, the whole purpose here. Oh, we get to do things like this. We have to play Alien Isolation while we're doing this. Yes, that's what I've chosen to do with my allotted amount of time. I wonder how the air cycling system works on this one too. Yeah, okay. I can't move. One of the best parts of the game. I would so do this. Hurry, he says. Hurry, he says. Do you have any idea where I am right now, or what I'm doing right now? Yeah, whenever Elon Musk gets the space hotel floating around, and I'm not kidding about that, look it up. He genuinely wants to do that. I would be easily one of the first people to sign up for it, just to be able to do 3 to 4 days in orbit. ISS would be awesome too, but the fees to recreationally visit the International Space Station are a little steep. It can be done. It has been done. I can't remember the name of the one of the game developers that went up to the ISS. That's a big. That's not debris. That's like the size of a ship. Like that's not good. Some game developer, I think, paid NASA like something like $12 million to be a passenger on a flight that went to the ISS and was up there for like 7 days. $12 million. So that's a. I mean, unless I become a gigantic YouTuber, that's not going to happen for me. So, ideally, what Elon and the rest of his crazy friends over at SpaceX would like to do is they'd like to get commercial space flights sometime by like the 2030s, 2040s, somewhere in that range, where it's a little bit more reasonably cost. And by reasonably cost, it's like $60,000, $80,000. Put it on a credit card. I'm gonna die anyway. Like, what terminal? What terminal? This terminal? Okay, this. I guess this terminal.
Servo lock on. Parabolic and.
Do I remember which one I'm trying to go to? I don't know which one this is.
There's an override console by the transmitters.
Where? Down here? But all of that for me to flat out say I would absolutely want to see this with my own eyes. A lot of NASA astronauts, whenever they come back, a lot of the scientists that go up to the ISS, say it really does put life in perspective when you think none of this would function in a vacuum of space. To look down on our Earth from that high above, power couple release, power clamp release, power clamp release. Where's there another power clamp release? I assume that's what this flashy thing is? Is there another power clamp over here that I missed? Oh no, it's just slowly building it up. Power up clamp release. Isn't that what I just did? Oh, I guess I'm waiting for all of these. There we go. Well, that's silly. I guess I'm going to come over here and do this one too. So, my oldest daughter, who I swear her goal is to try to make me as uncomfortable as possible at times, one of our lifetime goals is the closest that any human being, earthbound human being, is ever going to get to experiencing what weightlessness is to take a ride on what they affectionately call the Vomit Comet, which is an aircraft that goes into a parabolic flight. So you can get 0G, you can get lunar gravity, you can get Martian gravity, and she wants to take that trip. And I think... So you can technically feel weightlessness whenever you do, like, you jump out of an aircraft, for example. But at some point in time, you do hit the wind resistance coming back up, so it's not nearly the same effect of what weightlessness would feel like. Was I supposed to push a button down there? What did I miss? I'm so... Or do I have to do this one first? Maybe this is what I have to do first. No. I must have had to push a button or something down there. See, I'm talking about the Vomit Comet. And my daughter... my daughter wanted to make sure that I throw up on an airplane at some point in time. Because I'd like to think that I'd handle that, you know? I'd like to think that I'd be okay. Like, Martian gravity is like 1/3 our gravity. Don't quote me on that. Lunar gravity I know is 1/6. And then the last part of the flight is that they do the 0Gs, and what it would be like. It'd be totally awesome. Oh, there's a handle there. See? That's what we were supposed to do. Okay, so did anything else open up I was supposed to do? I don't want to make that walk again. Because I don't know in case you've noticed, walking around a spacesuit, little time consuming. Hadn't enough time to have a conversation about the Vomit Comet. I think in some of these, like, I think there are certain scenes that you can actually see some of the moons to the gas giant out there. I think I've pointed them out maybe a couple of times whenever we've been looking at the, just looking out the window in the ambient, like you can see that there are multiple moons to this gas giant. That one, not that one. That one, back there. I was hoping to get a better look at one of them from out here, but I guess I can't do that. Alright, can I now tune in? 35-8. Good thing that remembers it. Wait, can I go the other way? Wait, what's going on here? Seems kind of weird that you would have to manually confirm 75B. We're going to go this way. I mean, it just seems like a weird a weird manual system to move a gigantic 75-foot dish. What was the number again? 75. I mean, I guess it's a way to do it. Why can't I? I want to have free roaming so I can see this dish move. Where is the torrents? It's up there somewhere, right? Where are you? Oh, it's a gigantic dish.
Torrance, this is Ripley on the station. Are you reading Beaver Lane?
Ripley,
bad things, Torrens.
Bad
There's
things.
an alien organism here. It's deadly. We need urgent extraction.
A what?
There's no time to explain. Please, Verlaine.
There's nowhere for us to dock, Ripley. The station's tearing free from its gravity mooring. I've seen
Again,
that
what's a gravity mooring?
platform below the space flight terminal, but the Torrens umbilical isn't built for it. You'll need to extend the tow platform clamp station side.
Just get into position.
So disappointed. Like, I would have loved if you'd have been able to like look up and actually see the Torrens kind of. I mean, how far out could they be? I mean, especially if they're trying to remain close so they can take on survivors as they claim. You would think that they'd be nearby. Maybe they just didn't want to render it. And then I keep going back to so at this juncture of this, we were able to communicate with the Torrens by manually going out to this rigging and setting up the dish. Why didn't we do that at the beginning when we had no communications? Like, what changed that allowed for this to now be a viable option that wasn't an option before? It's the other part. One of the other parts of the story that always kind of like bothered. For a second, I thought that was just an alien flying by. Like doing a header right into me, like, oh, they're out here now. Still cool. So cool. Where's the moons? If I have a chance, I'll point them out to you again. I will find them. Someday, though. Someday. Like, it's unfortunate to me because I don't think I'm ever going to live a lifetime to actually see something of this size. I mean, I honestly believe that in my lifetime I will see a human being walk on Mars and be able to have the similar experience to those that lived in 1969 whenever Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. I'm going to be able to have that kind of moment in my life. I don't know that I'm going to see much further past that. Because I would love to see like a station around Mars. I'd love to see a station around Saturn. And like the reason it's going to be like, it can't just be for scientific study. Like, they need to be able to find a way to make that profitable. And the universe is full of all kinds of precious metals that are just floating around out there. Like, I'm really surprised that these like spaceborne mining missions haven't really become a thing yet. In 2021, I can lament the fact that we don't have flying cars, but darn it. Where does it want me to go? Yeah, okay, I was in the right place. I can lament the fact that we don't have flying cars, but space stations? Other than the ISS?
Ricardo? Ricardo, do you copy? Ricardo, come in.
Ricardo. Oh goody, those guys can see me. Ooh. That's right. Those guys still exist.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and await instructions.
I'm just gonna wait until he clears out all the people with the guns. Go ahead. Why is it still sitting there? No, no, no. So that thing came from outside the station. Had to have. So that makes me wonder, because the whole air vacuuming thing that you saw was air being blown back out into space. So it had to have come from the window on the top, which makes me wonder if that was the one that we blew out on the science station, So the original alien that was chasing us around before, that's him. I'm curious. I don't know. It never... A lot of the high tension moments in the book kind of go past really quick. Like, there's not a lot to describe in the book. So this section in the book just kind of blows past. So, like, we never have time to kind of dwell on it. I'm dwelling on it now because I'm wondering, like, well, where the heck did that alien come from? Like, all of that vacuuming out into space, that means that it was outside the station. So how did one get outside the station? If I was the only one in the station that was working on getting rid of it. Now, maybe that's not true. Maybe there were other members of the crew that were trying to get rid of this dang thing and didn't. Oh, come on. What are you waiting on? There's no way you have any idea that I'm here. There's plenty of vents for you to go up. Ah, that's what it was. There was somebody else out there that he wanted to go and say hi and cuddle with. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that too, like, affectionately, like, this game's very popular with my family. We're all gigantic fans of this this game. I'm not waiting for this anymore. We're all gigantic fans of this game and the universe that this game creates. The universe surrounding this game. And we affectionately call the alien Cuddles because he just wants to cuddle. He just wants to say hi. Roar. As much as I'd love to go and get all the stuff from all the dead bodies that he killed, I don't want to be an idiot either. I've done enough stupid things. Come on, Cuddles. Do one thing for me and just go down the other side. No. That could have been so bad. Okay. Cuddles, you stay over there. He's hunting for me. Okay, you don't know I'm here. You don't know I'm here. Go, 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 go. Wow, was that close? Well, she's just gonna drop down the vent on the other side. As that was happening, I was like, I honestly don't know what happens if I push this button and he's chasing after me. And I can only hope. Oh, here, I'll give you a little Easter egg too. There he is! That's what happens to him. He's coming right after us. He is on his way to come and eat us.
Ricardo?
Ricardo got face hugged.
Oh no.
we gotta get out of here. Wait. Hoo-hoo-hoo! I had no idea he was there. Are those guys still downstairs? I'm gonna bring him a friend. I mean, Cuddles is, you know, looking for friends. Where? That sounded like murder happening, and it wasn't on me. You just want to save? What? The blood does not make me feel any better. Did I just die? Okay, no. Alright, so that's where I'm going to call this one for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording on this one for the YouTube channel. So I do hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments down below what other games you got. I did decide to pick my next game, but I'll announce that in the next video, what I'm going to be playing after this. So, again, super close to the end. Really getting tense. Really enjoying this one. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, guys, we shall see you in the next one. Thank you so much. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.